What is up YouTube, it's your boy RAGES here, and today we got a lot of news to cover. Now if you guys don't know already, Roster Mania is in full swing, which means there's a lot of crazy team changes going on. One crazy team change that happened last night was the breakup of the entire Allegiance roster. Naded, L-Town, Suspector, and Kratos all went their separate ways, and one player that was really screwed over in this was Naded. Now if you don't know already, Naded was offered a spot in EG before they offered Suspector a spot, but he turned it down in order to stay on this Allegiance squad, because he felt like the squad had more potential. But now that the squad is no more pretty much, he is pretty much screwed. Now after this unfortunate breakup, L-Town, who was one of the former members of this team, decided to form his own team, and apparently the Allegiance owner has decided to fund L-Town's team than to stick with Naded, which made Naded pretty angry. Now Naded would then go on to Twitter to relieve his stress and frustration with the team, and he would say, and I quote, "No longer a part of Team Allegiance because the owner backstabbed me and is now going to sponsor Sal's team." Sal is obviously L-Town. New team it seems. Awesome. This would cause a lot of confusion within the community, with a lot of people who weren't involved in this team change being very confused as to why Naded was so angry. This would also force the team owner to make a statement on this. Instinct, who is the owner of Allegiance, would go onto Twitter and say, and I quote, "I was told we could only stick with one player after Worlds, and that was L-Town. Backstabbing did not occur. We will make a longer post soon." Basically, what the owner said in the longer post was that he had to pick up L-Town's team because L-Town's team was a smarter team to pick because they were a solid lineup. He could trust L-Town, and Naded was really short-handed because he didn't have any other players to back him up because he didn't have a team yet. So the smarter option would be to pick up L-Town, which I can agree with. A person by the name of Ryan Ali would then reply to Naded's emotional tweet saying, "Hopefully this gets settled privately. I don't like my friend's name being dragged into the mud." Naded would then reply saying, "For sure. Definitely could have handled it differently. Just the heat of the moment made me do that, I suppose." Now for those of you who don't know, Team Arena includes a lot of maps that we don't typically use in competitive play, such as Torque and Riptide, and sometimes we play on some game types that we really don't play, like Empire CTF, and a lot of pros have been complaining to 343 recently about this because, you know, they want to get the best practice possible. One of the players who criticized this was Ninja. He basically said on a tweet, and I quote, "Please get Riptide and Torque out of the Arena playlist and Empire CTF," and he included Bravo and Tashi343i into this tweet so that way they know that this is a big problem. This tweet really aggravated me. It didn't make me aggravated at Ninja, but it made me even more aggravated at 343, mainly because this is a problem that's been happening for quite a few weeks already. I think a little over a month actually, and I see any improvements in this situation. I mean, I've seen Snipedown complain about this. I've even seen Lethal complain about it, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other pros who aren't satisfied with this, but it doesn't make any sense to me how Team Arena, which is the competitive playlist for all the competitive players, it has maps that aren't used in competitive play. So it doesn't make any logical sense to me as to why Riptide and Torque are in the mix of a competitive playlist when they're not even competitive. So 343 really needs to settle this problem really fast. Halo World Champion Lethal is currently enjoying California with his former Believe the Hype team. He said in a tweet, and I quote, "Cali Life, hashtag BTH with MLG Ace, Liquid APG, and Optic Maniac. I hope you guys all have fun." A Halo player by Miss Ninjutsu caught my eye yesterday with a very smart tweet. He tweeted out, and I quote, "Dear free agents, I love you guys, but your arena rank and KD are awful marketing tools. Love, Mike." Hopefully some players pay attention to this tweet because it's absolutely true. Radio Up Live owner Green Skull just moved into his new apartment yesterday. He said in a tweet, and I quote, "My first night in my new home, smack dab in the middle of Toronto. Here's to the future." Beyond Entertainment made a tweet yesterday saying that the Astro Spartans 2v2 tournament is going to be taking place on the 26th. There's a lot of money and a lot of prizes on the line. It's completely free, so make sure you sign up. That's about all the news we have for today. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and if you have any news to tip me off on, make sure you contact me on Twitter. I hope you all have a fantastic day.